I were to ask people out there, what is it that you want? Most people would tell me what it is they don't want. I don't want to be fat, or I don't want to be broke, or I don't want to be in this job, or I don't want to be in this relationship. In NLP, we work at what we do want to have. And if you take people like Richard Branson, as an example, versus someone like Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump was often in the news because he'd gone broke, earn $1 billion, lose $1 billion, earn $1 billion, lose $1 billion. Richard Branson, on the other hand, is a towards-focused person. He works towards things all the time. If I had to ask people, as an example, who's been on a diet, it's one of those things, so many people have been on a diet. The problem with the diet, you take off the tea, you've got a real problem. What we can do with the diet is, let's say outcome is to lose 2 stone. Now the problem with that is, which is what people say, I want to lose weight. It's a negative, it's an away from. If we're losing it, we're running away from it. So the best way to say it and to focus our minds on is, I want to be X stone, I want to be X weight, I want to look like X, I want to have the muscles of X. Once we find that, let's say it's 2 stone, let's say someone's losing 2 stone, so a negative outcome. And people go through this all the time. They go through it with money, they go through it with dieting, they go through it with relationships, or they perhaps go on the cabbage diet, because that's the in thing. So what they do is they only eat cabbage for breakfast, for lunch and dinner, and then eat more cabbage, and they're going to lose 2 stone in 2 weeks. So they keep eating the cabbage, and they lose 2 stone. That's fantastic. But then what happens? Well, they celebrate, don't they? Cheesecake, 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 and they're back 2 stone heavier than they were. And they go through this kind of continual cycle of lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. Same with money. Got money, no money. Relationships. Got a relationship, lost a relationship. Here's the difference here, and this is what will really help people to lose the weight. Focus first of all on what you do want. So it's not 2 stone lighter. It's to be X weight. I'm going to be X amount of pounds or kilos by X date. That date's up here. Once we've lost that weight, now the thing with weight loss, if it was any other outcome like money, we might want to say, well, I'm going to get to my first million, and then I'm going to get to my second million, and then third and fourth. Like Richard Branson, he goes on a scale like this. With weight, of course, once we reach this outcome here, whatever this is, we then still need a towards focused outcome, but what we want to do is towards the maintenance of that weight. So every so often, we're checking in, making sure that we're eating the right things, doing the right exercise, going to the right classes, so that we constantly go on this scale and we never go back down and in this repetitive cycle. Now, the other thing about this is we have got to know where it is that we're going. So, for a lot of people, as I say, they know what they don't want. We want to know what we do want. Like going to an airport, like getting on a plane. You never just get on a plane and hope that it goes somewhere. You start from here, you book your flights and pay for them, I hope, and then ideally your flight or the pilot will take you to Florida, your destination, wherever it is you want to go. Now actually what probably happens is you hit a bit of turbulence on the way and you go on this kind of cycle here. But as long as you know where you are going, as long as you truly believe that you can get to this place here, when you get to these points, it's very easy to get back onto these points. All this turbulence, eventually you'll get back to the right place. And also knowing what your first outcome is. Know what your first step is to getting your outcome. So here's the thing. The final bit of this really is being 100% sure that you will achieve X, that you will get to this place. When you get on a plane, you want to be 100% sure that the plane will take you to Florida, wherever you're going. Because if you're not, when you first start out, you might be 99% sure, but 1% of doubt or limiting beliefs, we call them, creep in. The problem with that, it's okay at the beginning, 1%, nothing. The downside to it is when we eventually get to the time that our outcome would be successful, we end up somewhere we don't want to be. We're not in Florida on holiday, we're in somewhere very different, and we don't want to be there. So make sure that you know you are 100% certain within yourself how to get here. And in NLP we use things like anchoring and all sorts of different outcomes and different techniques and tools to get us to know 100% that we will achieve what we want to achieve. Hope that's useful. Deep down, does it ever even out? Does it even out?